chance to hear Brother Rants sing, and then we gonna shout out all the fans. Yeah, it's Minister Jap. You already know, man. Church is definitely in the building. They fucking with me though. Alright, let's do it. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch. Yeah. Church check in, 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 church check in. Hey, church on the bitch, church on the bitch. Church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, yeah, church check in, church on the bitch, oh, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church check in, let's go. Minister Jap, it's a new era and niggas is chat. I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking this crack. Bitch getting taxed in my Benjamin stack. Truck in the front and the engine in back. 3Ks, everything I'm whipping in is black. 3 hoes all wanna sit on my lap. High yellow heifer, I'ma hit her from the back. This is a fact, I'm taking your bitch, I'm not giving her back. Bitch got some kids, I'm not dealing with that. The back of her throw where my children is at, that was realer than that. Her mama's a hoe and her sister's a rat. Their head was amazing, the pussy was trash. Run up on church and that pistol gon' blast. Get your ass body trying to get to this bag, nigga, church. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, yeah. Church check in, 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 hey, church on the bitch, 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 yeah, church on the bitch, yeah, church check in, church on the bitch, oh, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, listen, church check in, let's go. Relinquish the bitch, you loving and cuffing to be with the bitch. She came in with you, but I leave with the bitch. I bang and I skeet on the bitch. They look like Jap conceited and shit. I push it to start, ain't no key to my whip. Believe in the game, don't believe in the bitch. I listen to sin and the rest of the pimps. You chasing the bitch and ain't chasing the check. You look like a bitch when you making them threats. You talk how you talk cause you safe on the net. When I see you, no talking, I'm breaking your neck. Catch a nigga like I do, I'm dirty on sight. Whole lot of barking, but I bet he won't bite. Bet a nigga won't roll the dice with his life. Double cross church, kid crucified twice, nigga. Church check in, 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 church on the bitch, yeah. Church check in, 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 hey, church on the bitch, 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 yeah, church on the bitch, yeah, church check in, church on the bitch, oh, church on the bitch, yeah, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, church on the bitch, hey, church check in, let's go. Church, check in. It's your boy, Minister Jap. Listen, I know y'all been looking for me, but at the bottom of this video, in the description section, you'll see where it says follow me. You can follow me on all social media platforms. You know, make sure you click the links in the description so you can get in touch with me and get in tune with everything I post at all times. You never know, the haters might try to take us down. Also, make sure you're following my backup channel, Minister Jap Church Media. Follow the channel now. We are not going nowhere. We're here to stay. Make sure y'all paying attention. Church on the move. Peace.
Minister Jap, I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, I got a kid. I got 2 daughters and a son. You hear me?
Black women are bad mothers.
And that's why you having a baby by the motherfuckers you had a baby with is your fault. That's why you being a single mother is your fucking fault. That's why being a baby daddy ass nigga is your fault.
Live from the church.
Church check in.
It's Minister Jap.
Black women, they're some of the most worst bitches on with money, but yet they're still taking trips and they look fly doing. They are the flyest broken bitches you're gonna ever deal with.
On Minister Jap TV.
Church check in, man. Church check in.
All right, wake up and smell the Folgers, nigga. We in here early. How y'all feeling? Shout out to everybody going to work, get that money. Shout out my blue collar brothers. Lacing them boots up, nigga. Shout out to all the first responders. You know what I'm saying? The truck drivers. All my 9-to-5ers. All my white collar. All the ladies out here who got a good job. You think you all that? I'm educated. You better have some mace on that train. Shout out to everybody doing that commute this morning. It's Monday, get your coffee, bitch. You dig? Salute, salute. Wake your punk ass up. Make sure you tuning in to the church. I'm gonna get you through your day.
You are a pervert.
We gonna talk heavy. Salute to the change. Oh man. Yeah, I know. Your funky ass been clubbing all weekend. Coming up into work with a hangover. You know? Your breath smelling like butt crack and bacteria. Breath smelling like penetration and pussy. You know? Shout out to the ladies, man. I hope your BBL has healed. Why you talking shit? I hope your BBL is healed. It's summertime. Let us see that scientific ass. Sundress season. Lazy bastards. What's going on with you niggas, man? A lot of you niggas mad. You done brought that drunk bitch in the house and she ain't getting no head this morning. I gotta go to work, I'm running late. You like what you doing? Just get a little bit. Just get a little bit. Yeah, man, summertime they get naked right now. Check in. Niggas don't know how to act during summertime, boy. I don't know what it is about this weather, man. You niggas is acting fool. Shout out to Marcus Majors with the booty smoothie fund. What is with you niggas and these bitches butt crack? Start calling you niggas butt crack shorty. You nasty niggas, change your screen name to butt crack shorty. Shout out to Miriam coming through, man. $10 challenge. You need to take the sisters to bring the initiative out. Look to the sisters, man. Butt crack shawty. It's hot outside. A lot of you heavy titty hoes better put some motherfucking powder under them titties. Ain't nothing worse than some musty titties. You know, niggas don't be having the heart to tell you your titties musty. Shout out to EV, man. Salute to the base perv. Okay, all right.
You are a pervert.
Better wash them nasty titties. You long titty hoes need to untangle your titties. Untangle your titties before you go to work. Untangle your titties before you go to work. You was in a rush and shit. You got each titty in the other side of the bra. Your titties doing an X, motherfucker. Your titties like two crossed arms. I don't know what it is about black women. They got it bad, man, about this breastfeeding shit, man. These hoes all online breastfeeding. I don't know what's going on. Rest in peace, Simple to P. Motherfuckers was cooning the hardest this black yacht weekend. I know you're gonna talk about it. Man, I'm seeing all types of shit. They tore up 35th Street. I know I've been getting shout out to Chi-Town Rick, man, for the 20. I've been getting inboxes, man. It's a lot of niggas going to these BBW pool parties, man. I need to talk to you niggas about that. You ain't been doing Reading Rainbow. We ain't forget. I got you, motherfucker. I'm doing Hooked on Phonics next. Shout out if your parents bought your retarded ass Hooked on Phonics, nigga. I'm an old school nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? We had Hooked on Phonics and Encyclopedia Britannica, nigga. We ain't have Wikipedia and the motherfucking Google and shit back then. Nigga, we had America Online. Remember that slow ass shit? America Online was slow in a motherfucker. That's the type of shit we had, man. We had that type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? Tired of these niggas online talking shit, man. You know? Yeah. Your bitch got ass. Yeah, she got ass, but the bitch look like Lil Boosie in the face. Between your face and your bitch's face, them kids is doomed. We gotta host a BBBBBW freak off party. You know, some of you motherfucking hoes so big, you got to go to a Diddy freak off to just for the motherfucking for the baby oil alone. How you gonna be big and ashy? Putting baby oil on a lot of you big bitches is like waxing a car. Bitch, you the size of a Yukon Denali. Big refrigerator back ass bitch. A lot of you hoes be scared to get on the scale. Don't you know you about as heavy as an appliance? Bitch, you weigh a stove. Bitch, you the size of a stove. Bitch be riding to work in the back of the U-Haul. Yeah, big Durango back ass bitch. You know, running up on niggas with all that heavy pussy. Man. Come on, man. Come on, man. In Jesus' name with that heavy ass pussy. What is wrong with y'all? Got the nerve to put your heavy ass in some heels. Why dark-skinned bitches got the roughest ankles? You ever notice that? Dark-skinned women got some real unattractive ankles. Like we gotta put out a motherfucker. A PSA, public service announcement for you dark-skinned women out here this summer, man. Stop neglecting your ankles. The back of y'all motherfucking ankles, man. Back of y'all ankles be looking like slavery, man. Back of y'all ankles be like, way in the water. Y'all asses out of here, man. Get y'all asses out of here before I get to cooking y'all big rotisserie neck ass. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. You know, I know a lot of motherfuckers tell you you're thick, you know what I'm saying? But I'm about to give you a little secret to let you know you about to get fat. Ladies, I want you to take your arm and do like this. And shake. If this hangs and it's the size of a thigh, you got work to do. I'm not here to, you know what I'm saying, help your self-esteem because your ass and titty ratio is up to par for the black man and these niggas will accept anything. Here to let you know that it's only a matter of time. You know, the fat has landed in the fun places, you know what I'm saying? But you are on the quest. To looking like a lunch lady. You come to the motherfucking bedroom with a bonnet on, you look like a goddamn lunch lady. Bitch looking like a straight lunch lady in this motherfucker. And why black women got the dumbest, y'all have some of the most ghettoest romantic shit. You know, y'all go to these raggedy sex hotels. Y'all, we got those in Chicago. My Chicago people, man, you know what I'm saying? You know I'm telling the truth. We got spots like the Sybaris, the Aria, it's called, not the Aria, it's called the Aura, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's on Pulaski or Cicero or it's out there by Ford City. And then you got Sybaris. It's supposed to be like the getaway for couples and shit like that. And they got this, you know, they got the little sex swings and I'll be damned if I motherfucking go to one of them rooms. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in nutted everywhere. You know? But yeah, you go on, you know, Facebook and these bitches be like, you know, trying to make it, I don't know, you niggas, see niggas, we ain't romantic like the movies. The shit that I be seeing y'all be putting on these beds, man, be retarded. You know, these motherfuckers will spell a bitch name out with all annihilators. Be all annihilators. You know, with the rappers and shit. So they fucking, it's just rappers all over the place. She got rappers all up under her titties. But, you know, y'all wake up, this motherfucking rappers in a booty cracking. Y'all want to make love on a bed full of Jolly Ranchers. That's the type of shit niggas do, talking about we romantic. Not no rose petals.
These motherfuckers got a whole bunch of fun-size Snickers all over the goddamn bed. Pervert. You know what I'm saying? I seen some shit that was so ratchet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hoes like these jail niggas. Jail niggas be romantic with y'all hoes. You know what these niggas do? This nigga put a whole bathtub full of motherfucking noodle. Pervert. Got the bitch sitting in a motherfucking jacuzzi full of noodles, ramen noodles. I think that shit was like on Cheetahs or some shit. So the bitch come break in the room. You know what I'm saying? Everybody butt naked and it's just ramen noodles everywhere and shit. Ramen noodles and condoms and motherfucking lube and baby oil. These motherfuckers here, man. What kind of shit is this? You know what I'm saying? You know, niggas, we ain't romantic, lady. I'm just letting you know. You know, you only get that shit from white men. You know what I'm saying? You know, the best you gonna get from us, a nice room, a bottle, and ding-a-ling. You know, we're gonna get you a tray 5 allowed. Pervert. Tell that bitch, hurry up and get your selfies in so I can drop it off in your drawers. And y'all bitches so petty. When it be our birthday, y'all don't do shit for us. Y'all just pay us in pussy. Just want to pay us in pussy and shit like that. You done spent all my birthday money on a lace front. Now you want to pay me in pussy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the ladies, man, that be on their period, man. Still get their niggas some head. You're one of a kind. You're one of a kind. She's a keeper, bruh. She's a keeper, bruh. She's a pleaser. She's not selfish, bruh. Better cherish her, man. Cherish her, man. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to see you go without. Because like I tell y'all ladies, man, keep your man's stomach full, balls drained, and everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling today, man? Wake y'all punk ass up, man. Hit that like button, man. Share this shit on Facebook, man. Share this shit on Twitter, man. We gonna get into this shit, man. Get into this news. You know, we gonna get my Red Bull and shit. We gotta get real caffeined out. Turn up. Turn this motherfucker up, man. Pull out with the rubber on, fellas.
Nigga, you about to come? Hold on, nigga, you better pull the fuck out. Nigga, I know you is not coming to me. Nigga, is you nutting me? What the fuck? Is you nutting me?
Get straight out the boat.
I told you can't sit a real bitch down.
Okay.
You ain't finna have me cooped up in the house.
Yeah,
you got 24 hours to pull up with that motherfucking pill, nigga. The fuck?
Bitch.
I'm so tired of taking D plan B's. This nigga won't stop nothing in me. Soon I had his baby, he gon' say I drive him crazy. Nigga, please stop fucking nothing in me. I'm outside this summer, I'm shaking my ass. I'm on the scene with all the niggas who throwing that cash, cause where the bag at? Nigga know he got it spinning. On the way I'm coming over if I know that D hit. Make him pull out when he shoot. He tryna trap you, bitch, who? I ain't going out without a fight. Me and my nigga beefing, I ain't going home tonight. We outside. He tryna trap a bitch. I ain't going. When you met me, nigga, you knew I was home. We fell in love cause I fucked like a pro. I'm so tired of taking D plan B's. This nigga won't stop nothing in me. Soon I had his baby, he gon' say I drive him crazy.
Big day for a big
Nigga, please
motherfucking
stop
reason,
fucking
nigga.
nothing in me.
I know my pussy a trap. He can't hit from the back. He
the fuck is the money? I wanna fuck in the bank. He tryna trap a boss bitch, he want a baby with dank. Nigga, get the fuck out of my face. You ain't no hitter, can't shoot in my club. All of your niggas be showing me love. I know I'm pretty, let's keep it a bud. Hit it tomorrow, hit it today. Nigga, you really go nut in my what? Nut on my face, maybe nut on my butt. Nigga been mad, he ain't hitting the mud. I'm in the club with no panties on. I wanna take your man home. I wanna hit it for weeks. Hit it today, better have a plan B. What a mistake, abort the baby. I'm that bitch, don't play them games. Niggas so good, but you better pull out. Nut on the bed, nigga, nut in my mouth.
I'm so tired of taking D plan B. This nigga won't stop nothing in me. Soon I had his baby, he gon' say I drive him crazy. Nigga, please stop fucking nothing in me. We outside, he tryna trap a beat. I ain't going. When you met me, nigga, you knew I was home. We fell in love cause I fuck like a pro. Ay, I mean, I just feel like I'm that bitch for real. I just feel like you niggas ain't fucking with me. I mean, you ain't finna try me with no motherfucking baby, nigga. What the fuck I look like C9 for 9 months? The fuck? I'm outside, bitch. It's summertime. I'm outside shaking ass. I'm outside looking for the niggas. You already know what the fuck going on, bitch. Kayla Ma, Big Dang. We in this bitch.
All right, niggas. A lot of y'all niggas, baby mamas be looking like convicts, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all about that. What's wrong with y'all niggas, man? Fucking with these old scarred up bitches. All right, man. So we got to talk about this, man. If y'all haven't got a chance, we're going to go through it. You know, so we're going to walk it down slow, man. Tucker Carlson cooked Ted Cruz. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, you better know. Get with the program. Start watching the motherfucking news, man. This shit is like a movie, man. This shit is like a movie. Every day is action-packed. You know, and you get to start seeing that America don't control America. It's the Israelis, man. It's the Jews. They control all this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because all our politicians are paid for, brought to you part by Israel. It just goes to show you, we as foundational Black Americans, we need to all come together and form our lobby, you know what I'm saying, where we fund our candidates, because these motherfuckers are just pure kiss asses to Israel. Pure kiss asses to Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? All of them, whether it's a Democrat or a Republican. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, we only had two options. Trump was the better option, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But they still both are controlled by the Jews. Shout out to Brown Hornet, man. Day one nigga always get a penny. Come through and support the show with the $20 holler, man. Much love to this brother. And make sure y'all are on the motherfucking Patreon, man. I'm about to go crazy today, dropping some Patreon videos for y'all. You know, Israel, it's just, man, you're going to go down a rabbit hole when you really start watching how interesting this whole Israel thing is, man. And when you start really seeing what they don't want you to see when it's pertaining to Israel, you know, realize how the media lies to us. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody for decades has always deemed these people as never being the aggressor. They're always the good guys. They're always the victims. God bless Israel. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand, especially the Christians. If anybody's have the biggest chip on their shoulder when it pertaining to Israel in the Jewish community, it should be the Christians. They hate you the most. You know, the Muslims, the only ones that got the heart to do something to them and do something about them. You know what I'm saying? But Christians don't stand up to Jews. Christians do not stand up to Jews at all. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't. There's no way in the world a country is the size of fucking New Jersey runs a whole country like the USA. But it's money. It's money. And they spend a lot of it. You know, and that's why all of these politicians are big Israel kiss asses. We get absolutely nothing from these people, you know, when needed. As y'all can see, like I showed y'all yesterday, how Israel left us hanging. You know, when we got operations going out to take out radical leaders. You know, they fall back. But we step up every time they start some shit that they can't finish. You know? And the fact that our politicians take these people's money, it obligates them to taking on their problems. They pay for their interests. See, we complain about our interests, but what the Jews do, they pay. They're like, no, not only are we going to complain to death, no, we're going to pay as well. And that's why that's why America makes good on all Jewish promises. So until we start actually putting the money up, you know, because NAACP is a joke, you know. We don't have a situation like AIPAC. We're gonna get into AIPAC, you know what I'm saying, in a few. But we don't have a lobby like AIPAC that's getting shit done on behalf of one group of people. Even the LGBTQ community put that bread up. I always told you, things are never gonna change for us until there's only two ways to get change: money and violence. And we don't participate in either one. We don't pose a threat. We'll kill each other before we kill somebody else. And we don't spend no goddamn money. Israel controlled the NAACP too, Jap. It was funded and started by the Jews. Yeah, they control everything. All our black movements, we invite these people in. Now we don't own it no more. You know, this FBA mindset, this FBA enlightenment, we cannot let outsiders in. Period. And we got to put the money together. FBA now should be a lobby group. And we back our candidates with money. Not speeches, not tweets, money. Because that's how the Jews get shit done. You know? We're not getting nothing done because we don't put the money together and get shit done. We don't have these type of coalitions. You know what I'm saying? Every time we get one, we let these motherfuckers infiltrate. Hold on, man. It's getting hot in this motherfucker. Let me turn the motherfucker on. Yeah. You know? We got that bad, man. But, you know, when you really look at the grand scheme of things, man, it's not America first, man. It's supposed to be America first, and we're getting involved with all of these foreign issues. These people can't hold shit down, you know. If every time you get into something we got to be called, you don't even deserve to be a country. Israel don't deserve to be a country. It deserves to be taken over by America. It needs to be American territory. That's it. Because they too much of a liability. If the money that we spend every year, they might as well be America. We might as well just own them. Put our leaders in there and we just run things. You know, no longer making it a Jewish state. It need to just be just like Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands. You know what I'm saying? It needs to just be our territory. Because if we're obligated to keep giving these motherfuckers money and aid and all this shit, and that obviously shows that they can't hold this shit down. As well as the Ukraine. These are two pussy ass countries that can't do shit for themselves. Shout out to Swim Bloke, I see you. You know, it's like enough is enough. That's what I'm hoping out of the next president. I'm hoping we get a next president has, you know, the same type of get shit done and not fucking around energy as Trump, but leave Israel the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Gotta leave Israel the fuck alone. They are nothing but a liability. But we can't be saying America first and be helping these motherfuckers first, because to be truthful, that's our reparations. That's the foundational Black Americans' reparations. They always say, oh, well, they don't got money like for us and it's gonna bankrupt the country and all this, but they keep aiding and they're willing to go into more debt for other countries. This shit makes no sense. I'm just tripping. If these motherfuckers getting 300 billion every year, and they've been getting this shit for decades, what are they doing with this money? Why do they need our B-2 bombers? Why don't they have in Israel? Why don't they have enough? And we give them weapons. Like, how are y'all running out? Y'all should be good. We should never get a call from y'all. The check cleared. What are you calling us for? All the FBA reparations will go to these other countries, man. We could have been done. We could have been done with this issue decades ago. I don't want to hear that shit. They always find some way to get these motherfuckers money. Zelensky will come to America not even wearing a suit and leave with $1 billion, nigga. And leave with $1 billion. You know? And they arrogant about it because it's expected. But yeah, this is not America's first, man. America first. You know, we gotta really start holding this nigga Trump to that. You know, America first. You know what I'm saying? Not Israel. You know, because again, as a free-thinking straight Black man encountering a person from Israel, the arrogance. First of all, I know that these people don't even look at me as a human being. So when you dehumanize people, see, you got to understand, they come from a culture where they dehumanize everyone. They don't even see Trump as a human because he's not a Jew. To the Jewish community, Trump is a useful idiot. As all of our politicians. When these people don't even see you as a human, that's the same mindset as the Nazis in the KKK that they, you know, they really, the problem with them is with the Nazis. That's the same mentality that the Nazis have. When you look at something that's not being human, for instance, like insects. You don't value the life of insects. You step on them. You smack them. You go about your day and you forget it happened. There's not one person in this room that's sitting here valuing the life of an insect. Oh, I found a spider. Let me let it outside. Oh, it's in the wilderness. No, you kill the motherfuckers. That's how we are to Jews. That's how we are. We are cattle. We're gonna do a show about that Talmud, man. It's some wicked shit in that Talmud, man. That's one of the Jewish holy books. You know, I think they said, I heard something to the degree like, I want to say it's like eating with a goyim, which is us. A non-Jew is like eating with like a dog or an animal or something. It's very, very clear why they think how they think and why they do what they do. I went to North New Jersey, right outside New York, and yes, they hate us. They don't even hide it. Yeah. You know? But this ain't America first, man. And the thing that kills me about them with their dual citizenship, they're not really American. You know, they pretend to be American. Their heart and their allegiance is to Israel. They're just over here playing us. You know? And that's why this immigration thing is a big, big problem. Because you got people over here who don't love America. You got people over here with other agendas for other lands that does not benefit anybody here. You know, you got these people who alienate themselves from the rest of the communities, and then when you step foot in their community, you know what I mean, you're met with aggression. You know, you're met with aggression. You know, gotta understand, man. These people do not have love for you. They don't see you as a human being, and you're expendable. Their lives are more important than ours. That's why they look at the Holocaust. Those were Jewish lives that were lost. They don't look at chattel slavery as anything because it's like a bunch of cows being slaughtered to them. We're a bunch of swine that were on a boat. They could care less. Shout out to Brown Hornet. He said he reciprocating, nigga. Hating them back. Why not? But see, it's the Christians create a lot of confusion. Because they come from under that love thy enemy umbrella. That love thy enemy. And loving thy enemy is probably the worst thing we could ever do, and something that they're depending on. They know you foolish enough to love your enemy. You got this heart and they don't. You know? And that's why their tragedies are glorified and ours are overlooked. Ours are overlooked. You know? So yeah, man, we gotta really pay attention, man. You know, it's a new day. It's a new day of enlightenment. A lot of people are just, oh yeah. You know, damn the white man. Y'all, listen, that civil rights shit, you gotta really kick that shit. You know? Because there's a lot of white people who are waking up to realizing that Jews aren't white people. They know how to pretend to be. Jews are like the tethers to the white community. How we got tethers, you know, the immigrants and all these motherfuckers that, you know, play black but don't stay black. They play white but don't stay white. They got the complexion to do that. You know, they white on paper. But when you ask them, like, no, I'm a Jew. They ain't like, oh, they're not even a Homo sapien. They're a Jew. So that's totally different. You know, it's not it's more than a religion to them. It's a species. You know, I don't even want to say a bloodline. It's a species. You know, because they don't consider us to even be the same type of people. You know what I'm saying? Jap, they really think the world belongs to them because they are the chosen ones. Yes. And our leaders go right along with that script. You know, because of a lot of the misinterpretations of the Bible, and a lot of people think that, you know, when you talk about some bless Israel, we got to bless Israel. And they don't know Israel's a person with a people. They just talking about the land. Y'all just came up with that, decades ago. You know, that was Palestine. They say Trump converted to, shout out to Kate, man, and shout out to Mike Cook. Mike Cook with the 10 on the Cash App, and Kate with the 5. Yeah, like, you know, they can cover a lot of shit up. That's probably why we haven't got the Epstein files. Shout out to my man Landy with the 50 man sponsoring us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Landy, man. Still ain't got a picture on his profile, but you know how the Android niggas do, man. You know how the Android niggas do. Let me tell you about these Android niggas, man. He don't got a picture on his profile, but I bet you got pictures of butt naked bitches in that big ass Android phone of his. You gotta see when I was down in the DR, Jap. You gotta see this shit. Jap, I know you tethered to iPhone. Become a man, get a droid, nigga. Yeah, I ain't never getting a droid. But I got one, but I don't use it. I told you I got a droid. I don't use the motherfucker. I might try to use it for 1 week. 1 week, just to see what it feel like to be an old nigga. Just to see what it feel like to be an old ass nigga. Pervert. Yeah, Jap, you gotta download the porn apps. It's like all Droid phones come with porno apps. Get the Droid old nigga edition. That motherfucker don't say hello Moto, it say hello Melvin. They say, hello, Melvin. Yeah, but even knows my name. This nigga walking around with a fucking tablet on his hip. This motherfucker got a TV on him. It's touchscreen! And still can't hit the like button for the life of me. Big ass phone having ass niggas. Niggas be walking around with a goddamn PlayStation on their hips. And them old niggas put that big old case on the motherfucker. He got a big old case of battery and shit, just trying to get motherfucking brain cancer. No, you light-skinned Diddy having ass. Hello, Melvin. Too damn funny. Shout out to Landy with the 20, man. Hello, Melvin. Y'all old Android niggas walking around with that big ass Bluetooth phone. Y'all got that motherfucker, that Janet Jackson pleasure principle. Motherfucker, it's the pleasure principle. Big ass Bluetooth with the mic right here. Nigga look like you take orders at Chick-fil-A. How can I help you? I'm doing DoorDash. Yeah. Head said habit ass nigga, man. The fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? God damn. Just roasting y'all goof asses, man. But yeah, man, these niggas talking about all this America first shit, man. It's Israel first, man. Don't you forget it. Don't you forget it, niggas. It's Israel first, goddammit. Tired of this shit.
Don't go to war on behalf of other countries. But you wouldn't know about that, Ben Shapiro, because you're not America.
Oh my God, Ben Shapiro. Let me tell you something. I know y'all follow a lot of fuck shit on YouTube, but you know what I'm saying? I be following Ben Shapiro, you know what I'm saying? You know, just so I can know what the fuck niggas be thinking too. Gotta study your enemy and shit, man. Fuck Ben Shapiro, but you know, Ben Shapiro has always been the biggest critic of Trump and this and this. Oh my God. If you turn on your phone today, go to every Jewish social commentator, influencer, they are just in awe of Trump. Trump is just such a hero. It's just a bravery. You know, I've never seen this in my life. It's just him, motherfucking Ben Shapiro's motherfucking Rabbi Shmuley. I mean, like the brown nosing is just through the roof right now. They are trumped out right now. They got what they wanted. They are killing me with this shit. Because last month, Trump wasn't shit to them. They was going in on Trump. They always going to do. These motherfuckers are ecstatic. These motherfuckers are ecstatic, man. Like Christmas came early for these motherfuckers. They are just kissing Trump ass. I've never seen them say this much positive shit about Trump. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I just seen a video in Tel Aviv right now. They got big ass banners that say, "Thank you, President Trump." Have y'all been seeing that on y'all feed? I know, in between the fat bitches and the Pilgrim and shit. I know y'all be watching the Pilgrim on the low. I can't stop y'all. Have y'all been seeing that? They got big ass signs all through Tel Aviv. Even when they bombed Tel Aviv, they still managed to put big ass monitors, signs. "Thank you, President Trump." Wow.
America first means we don't go to war on behalf of other countries.
That's just a fact. If we're going to deal in facts, you cannot say America first if we're prioritizing the problems of other countries.
But you wouldn't know about that, Ben Shapiro, because you're not America first, as we all know you're Israel first. Tell me something, Ben Shapiro. When Netanyahu said in 1992 that Iran was 1 to 3 years away from a nuke, and then when he said they were 1 to 3 years away from a nuke, again and again and again.
Iran will be capable of producing nuclear bombs within 3 to 5 years.
Is getting extremely close. Iran racing to develop nuclear weapons.
Iran is gearing up to have 250 bombs in a decade.
At most, by next summer,
They played the shit out of us. Shout out to Tech Real. Tech Real said, chosen ones. By who? Kanye was right. They are the villains masked as victims. Woo! Yeah, Kanye was right, but still got to write you off for being gay. Get right with God. iPhone is the fire out your butthole. This nigga stupid. Get a droid. Be a real straight black man. No bejeweled iPhones. You pervert. Man, I got a plain case on my shit, man. Time for a new case. You know, when you get them clear cases, they start turning like orange and shit. You know. Nah, man. I'm sorry, man. I can't be walking around with that big graphing calculator y'all be walking around with. These motherfuckers, this nigga been begging for us to go to war on behalf of these motherfuckers. Been lying to us. They the ones that got us involved in all these goddamn problems and conflicts in the Middle East. Listening to their ass.
And then when he said they were 1 to 3 years.
And they supposed to be our intelligence. We can, at this point, we can't trust their intelligence. They was wrong the first time. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know, I do think that Iran was developing a nuke, but you know, all these people's problems are really with Israel. They really don't have a problem with us till we start sticking our nose in their business. This is a holy war between them. We need to say holy shit and get the fuck up out of there. We need to say holy shit and quit. Americans don't go to war on behalf of God. We don't have holy wars in America. We're not on one accord with that shit. We need to stop getting involved in holy wars. Holy is nothing more bloodier than a holy war. They're not fighting for money. You know what I'm saying? They are fighting for God. Prophecy. You stay your ass out of this. Get back on Twitter. And what bothers me too, like the people like Ben Shapiro and Rabbi Smoothie, they advocate for all of this shit, but they don't got the heart to go over there and join the IDF. They got every opportunity to do so. They do all this advocating for Israel in the safety of America. They do not have the heart, but they want to send your children to die on their behalf. They are the puppet master, bro. They don't got the heart to do this shit themselves, so they send us. We are literally Israel's crash dummies, man. Because we stand to lose more by meddling in their business. We lose more by helping them. First of all, we pay for y'all military. Y'all can't hold the shit down. We give y'all money every year. We give y'all military weapons. We give you weapons. Y'all can't hold this shit down, and we got to come clean up the mess. And then now, after we obliterate shit, your enemies become our biggest pain in the ass. Because without us,
away from a nuke, again,
you don't exist. You only exist because we are here. That's why we should control them. We should absolutely control them. They shouldn't have made a move without our say-so. They shouldn't be able to do shit unless we say so. Our president should be the president of Israel. The prime minister as well. It should be a dual position. You're the prime minister of Israel as well. You run all of that. Give them a governor. that can report to you. But they should not be making independent decisions when they are truly dependent on our assistance. No way.
And again,
Iran will be capable of producing nuclear bombs within 3 to 5 years.
Is getting extremely close. Iran racing to develop nuclear weapons.
Iran is gearing up to have 250 bombs in a decade.
At most, by next summer, they will have finished. Weeks away for an entire arsenal of nuclear bombs.
To make a bomb very quickly.
Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be within a few months.
was he wrong? Or was he trying to lie my country into another war just like he did with Iraq and Libya and Syria?
Exactly. That's why we got involved with all those other countries, Yemen, all that shit. They keep fucking dragging us into their bullshit because they're surrounded by enemies and they scared.
Which one do you think?
This is that bullshit, man. I forgot this dude's name. I follow him. I forgot his name, but he's actually a Jew, but he's against the Zionists. See, a lot of real Jews are against the state of Israel. A lot of people don't know that. If you've been really digging into this this whole Israel conflict and the relationship of with Israel and America, there are sects of Jews that are in Israel who are against, okay, Dave Smith, yeah, okay, that are against Zionism. And I've seen that they get attacked by the Zionist Jews. You know, because they don't believe that they're supposed to have a holy land. I forgot, it's like they have to wait till the Messiah comes back to, it's something, but they're not supposed to have a land. And the real Jews know that. You know, I have to break out the documentary so we could go through that, man. You know, I kind of skimmed through it, but they are against the real Jews are against Zionism. You know? They're not supposed to be having a Jewish state right now. You know? You say Iran is attacking Qatar right now? Right now? Oh my God. I gotta watch the news when we get done with this shit. Gotta talk about AIPAC, man. AIPAC is the lobby that controls all of our politicians, no matter who they are or what party, man. Yeah, Zionists and Jewish go hand in hand. Jesuits. Yeah. See, Zionists are trying to take over that land. You know? Let me see. That may not be the real land of Israel. When I talk to my Hebrew brothers, man, they always say that Israel is a person. And it's a people. But, you know, that land is relatively new. And it's just being called Israel. It's being called Israel. But we got to talk about AIPAC, man. All our politicians are bought and sold, man.
If this capital crumbled to the ground, the one thing that would remain is our commitment to our
Hebrews. That's right. Read.
Our aid, our cooperation.
Yeah, okay. So the UK gave it to them under the Treaty of Balfour. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was Britain or some Great Britain or some shit. Gave them motherfuckers that shit. Glenn Greenwood is Jewish and he's against Zionists. Yeah, see, there's a lot of, they have a conflict within themselves, but you don't see it in the media because the ones that are the Jews that are with Zionism control what we see and they control the narrative. You got to dig for that type of information. Like you're not going to see, you're going to have to dig to find the footage to see how they treat Ethiopians, how they treat Christians over there. You know? Why they over here cheering, looking like these good guys? No. They hate your fried chicken Christian ass.
With Israel.
long as I have the opportunity to serve in Congress, I'm going to make sure that that aid continues in a strongly robust fashion, no conditions.
For as long as I live.
Chuck Schumer's a Jew.
For as long as I have the privilege of serving in the Senate from New York, I will unflinchingly, unstintingly, and with all of my strength be Shomer Yisrael, a guardian of Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Yisrael Chai.
Yeah, you see? And that's one of the reasons why you got Kamala, who's supposed to be a black woman who went to a HBCU. I mean, she's connected with everything, but she's really an Indian, raised in Canada. Come on now. Married to a Jew. Think about if Kamala was our motherfucking president with her Jewish husband. What Trump does for Israel, Kamala would have done 10 times more. It would be boots on land in Iran right now. The working man's podcast says Iran just fired on a U.S. military base in Doha, Qatar. Any casualties? How many casualties, man? See, we be trying to do the show and then shit be happening, man. God damn. Hopefully ain't no casualties, man. You know, see the bullshit we done got in now? See the bullshit we done got ourselves in now fucking with these motherfuckers? Shout out to Javi, man. You know what I'm saying? With Kamala having a Jewish husband, there's no, you don't even sit down and talk to her about reparations or anything like that. Nigga, she is sleeping with Israel. You think that was just a coincidence? You think she just went on Tinder and swiped left and the guy just happened to be a Jew? That was strategically put together. That was a strategy. You know ain't no woman gonna be able to run shit. They had to put a Jewish man next to her to be her puppet master, and she couldn't even deliver her lines. Kamala couldn't even deliver her lines. That was Doug Emhoff. That was everything Kamala said was influenced by Doug Emhoff, man. Kamala and her husband are Zionists too. Yes. Well, all you black folks talk about, yeah, we got to get a sister in it. That is not a sister. As a free-thinking, straight black man, I have worked with Indian men as my boss, and I'm telling you that was the worst experience I had. When that motherfucker yelled at me, I was ready to, man. They will talk to you like shit, and they got a foul mouth. The Indians got a foul mouth, nigga.
You are fucking, you bloody, you bloody bastard, bitch. Fuck you. Bloody fuck you, bloody. Fucking mother, bloody fuck, bitch.
You
bloody fuck you fucking bloody bastard. Benchwood, bloody. You blundered.
No, but why?
Bloody no.
Why?
Bloody fucking.
If accident, then what you wanna do?
Why you fuck me? I fuck you, bloody. Bloody bastard. Fucking running like lady, eh? Bloody. What the fuck, man? Fucking now shout at me, innit? Why are you shouting at me?
Because I am going to the work. If you don't do, you do to other places.
Why are you shouting?
Because of this, you are doing. I don't know. You are doing like this. I think you are going to accident.
No, shouting at me no good, man. Me no shout at you.
But the thing is that, what you think if you do like this one, you are going at work and somebody else.
But that
like
one,
this.
if you're running like that one, you're gonna fucking fall, innit?
But
hurting yourself.
But yeah, because of this, I saved myself.
That one very icy road, man.
Imagine getting cussed out like that at work as a black man. Pervert. That motherfucker was beating the table. I'm like, what the fuck? Man, I wanted to strangle that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? Beat his ass. Thank you, come again. Oh yeah, they talk to you crazy. They talk to you crazy, man. You know. So yeah, man, we was gonna get had with Kamala. And then her VP, I mean, he might as well just sit his he might as well have just turned into Rachel, was it Rachel Levine or something like that? The motherfucker who got Robert Kennedy's job right now. That motherfucker, the cross-dressing motherfucker that Biden had running the Department of Health or whatever the hell that is. That's what Tim Walz would have been. Nigga, that should have been crazy. Yeah, man, we gotta break down what AIPAC is, man.
American Israel Public Affairs Committee, AIPAC, represents a concerning example of how intense lobbying can distort the political process in the United States. Starting as a small advocacy group aimed at bolstering US-Israel relations, AIPAC has grown into a colossal force, wielding disproportionate influence over US foreign policy, particularly towards Israel and the Middle East. AIPAC's expansion and influence raise questions about the balance of power in US politics. Its fundraising prowess, backed by a substantial membership base, has enabled it to exert considerable sway over lawmakers and policy decisions. This influence is not without controversy. AIPAC's lobbying efforts, often seen as overly aggressive, have been met with scrutiny for their...
See, the blueprint for FBA is here. This is the blueprint. This is what we need to have all our millionaires, our LeBrons, our Magic Johnsons, our Jay-Z's, all that, but these niggas be sellouts. A lot of these niggas are scared. That's one of the things too. A lot of these niggas are scared. You know, Floyd Mayweather's, a lot of these niggas are scared, man. They don't see the big picture. The Jews do. That's why they're controlling the world. Because they don't live for them, they live for their people. Now, that's one thing you can say about the Jewish community. They definitely, they do it for their people. Look at the loyalty they have to their people. Imagine if we were like that. They love to keep us divided. Imagine if FBA was like this. It'd be unstoppable. Because they don't live for themselves. Like I told you the story of, I was watching an interview. They was interviewing a rabbi at a synagogue, and he was saying that what Jews do for each other. Well, you know, every Sabbath they all donate. You know what I'm saying? And with them donations, they help the other Jews that come into the country. They can come in the country. When they come here, they all utilize their resources. They trust each other. They let total strangers, they'll give one of the Jews guys, he got an apartment building. It's an empty crib in there. They'll give him an apartment. You know what I'm saying? He'll come work with one of the brothers. One of the brothers will give him a job. He'll work to repay, and then he still puts money in the pot to bring the next motherfucker over. You can't. Yes, I don't like them because of how they treat our people, but I love their economics and I love their brotherhood. Imagine if we had that. You know? Imagine if we had that. You know? That's how they move. I forgot. It's a word for what that is, that whole method that I'm telling you about. It's a word. It's a Jewish word for that. You know what I'm saying? But that is the method that they use to help each other. They don't look for outside influence or outside help. They do it for themselves. That's why when you go to their community, they got their own police. They got their own hospital. You could have a fall out and have a fucking seizure right here on the ground. And a Jewish person have a seizure. They're going to pick the Jew person up and take him to the Jewish hospital. You can deal with NYC paramedics. They'll get here when they can. That is how they roll. In fact, they won't even call the Jewish paramedics. They'll call, if they're nice, if they have somewhat of a heart, they'll call 911 and let the outside forces that are not Jewish, which is the state of New York or wherever you are, they can deal with you. But they doctors ain't gonna touch you. They not their community people. They're not gonna touch you. They'll police and get you up out of there. But they're not there to help you. They are serious about this shit. That's all. Like, we gotta see how serious this FBA shit needs to be, nigga. You know, you gotta see how serious this shit needs to be.
Potential to skew bipartisan policymaking in favor of a singular foreign policy agenda. The organization's role in significant policy decisions, such as the US Embassy move to Jerusalem, is emblematic of its outsized influence. AIPAC's activities go beyond advocacy, bordering on coercion, and contribute to a lopsided US foreign policy that often neglects the complexities of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and broader Middle Eastern dynamics. AIPAC's approach has sparked debates about the ethics of lobbying in shaping national policy.
Let's talk about AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee. It was incorporated in 1963. For 10 years prior to that, it was known as the American Zionist Committee for Public Affairs. AIPAC calls itself America's pro-Israel lobby, and according to its website, it has over 3 million members across the country in regional chapters working to...
They are pro-Israel. This is amazing because how these people are so powerful. And they're powerful because they have unity. We got the numbers, we just don't got the unity. We got the money, we just don't got the unity. Or the mindset. Or the actual love for the people as a whole. We let all these other people infiltrate and divide us. You know?
Quote, expand and strengthen the U.S.-Israel relationship, end quote. You may know AIPAC as being one of the biggest and most recognizable donors to many of the members of Congress in your state. But contributing to campaigns is a relatively new function of the organization. Before 2021, AIPAC did not endorse candidates nor give political contributions. Its focus was on lobbying elected officials, not actually electing officials. But in a dramatic shift in policy, AIPAC began directly funding candidates and spending big on races in 2021. AIPAC Political Action Committee, AIPAC-PAC.
See, they fund their interests. We beg. We yell and we don't get nothing done. We march. Nah. That don't get shit done, bro. We marching and shit. We want to do a rally. No, let's gather. Let's gather the money. Then when we do start putting money up, We put money on people we can't trust. You know, we don't have right now in the age we're living in right now, man. We do not have a relevant, up-to-date set of black leaders. We still got the baby boomers leaders speaking on our behalf. We don't have new leadership. They don't even have proteges. Like, who's Jesse Jackson's protege? Who's Al Sharpton's protege? Who's Cornel West's protege? We don't have any up-and-coming real new leaders. And they are on the verge of croaking off. We have no foundational black leaders. You know, we just don't. You're not going to say them Black Lives Matter chicks. Their allegiance is with the rainbow. And you see how they scammed us. When we put the money together for Black Lives Matter, what happens? We didn't get nothing done. We didn't lobby. No, them hoes bought cribs, put their cousins on, gave them salaries. We don't have any leaders. You know, the only leader that we have, Farrakhan, he's got some up-and-coming leaders, but in America, America's already deemed the NOI as a terrorist organization. So it's hard for them to get involved with politics because all the politicians, they'll get so far and then denounce them. The same way that Obama denounced Jeremiah Wright. Did you notice that? When Barack Obama was on the up and coming and it was time to rally all the black folks, once he got past that threshold, okay, now I utilize Jeremiah Wright to get you niggas on my side and think I'm down for y'all. Okay, now I'm fucking with the white folks. Now I'm in here. I denounced this motherfucker. I denounced Farrakhan. I denounced all of these people. Because Jeremiah Wright was perceived to be some type of radical, the same way that they perceive Minister Louis Farrakhan in the Nation of Islam. So that's going to be real hard, even though the Nation of Islam has up and coming leadership, but as an organization, it's extremely hard for them to even get taken serious in DC because they're deeming the whole organization to be a terrorist group. And they haven't committed any crimes or murders. You know?
Filed something called a statement of organization with the FEC just in time for the 2022 election cycle, where it spent $50 million, including both direct contributions to candidates and outside.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, yeah, you mentioned Jay Morrison. When we put our money together, you know what I'm saying, and try to back somebody that sells us on, like, okay, this brother sounds like he's gonna do right by us, whatever like that, we get fucked over. What Jay Morrison did with the Tulsa fund, you know, when we back Umar, what we get? Bullshit. He can't control his dick. And this stupid motherfucker, Umar, the school just got tore up during the riots. This stupid motherfucker, Umar, left the door unlocked. I'm gonna do a whole show on that shit, man. This dumb motherfucker left the door unlocked. They didn't trash the whole school. You know, we've been on his ass, pause no rainbow, about this school. He finally get to school, he half-asses it, he doesn't know what he's doing, don't want to hire the right people, want to do everything his damn self. It's taking all goddamn day. And this stupid motherfucker is focused on telling everybody, don't fuck with snow bunnies, don't fuck with the spice bunnies, don't fuck with the rice bunnies, don't fuck with the tortilla bunnies, don't. You online, oh, where's my butter pecan, my caramel latte sisters and all this old bullshit. You over here fucking with conscious strippers and all this dumbass shit. Baby mamas all over the place, kids all on the internet acting a fool. And you got a school to build. You ain't focused. And all the people put the money behind him because we were sold on him. Then you want to sell us Pan-Africanism. Now you want to bring in the tethers. That shit ain't going down now, man. I'm let down. A lot of brothers let down, and I actually donated. You know, hopefully the dumbass nigga has some insurance, but the dumbass nigga left the damn doors unlocked. He got security on one side that's secure, but he don't put security on the side that you needed, and on the other side of the school, because it's two sides of the school, and he don't leave the doors unlocked. So during the riots, they just go in there and tear everything up. Say people should back Jap. They not gonna back me, they back the Pilgrim. Shout out Ashley, man. They don't back me, they back Pilgrims and shit.
Spending like TV advertisements. According to AIPAC, it donated money to 365 candidates from both parties, including every single member of both Democratic and Republican leadership in Congress. 109 Republicans who voted against the certification of the 2020 presidential election in America received campaign contributions from AIPAC. All in all, AIPAC gave money to 342 members of the 118th Congress. The 2022 elections were the most expensive midterms in American history, with a total cost of $8.9 billion spent. Now, last year...
You see, they mean this shit. They not fucking around. They putting up real paper. That's why they're getting real results. They're getting real results. They have strategy. They have leadership. They believe in each other. They can trust each other. The problem with us, we get good speakers and motherfuckers who get notoriety and shit like that. We like, oh, he's well qualified. He's got the passion. Well, we can't trust them. Either they're going to fuck the money up, fuck us out of the money, don't do good by the money, can't control their dick, don't got dick discipline, blow it all on a bitch, blow it all, you know what I'm saying, blow the whole organization, trying to fuck everything moving. The Jews are the blueprint on how we need to be as FBA. It needs to be exactly like that. That's why I said, when we need to take the word nigga and everything that they say disrespectful against foundational Black Americans and utilize the same type of verbiage that the Jewish community uses, anti-nigeritism. And start getting people canceled on that. Stand firm on that. You know, anything, damn, why is this that goddamn allergies? Shit, my fucking face itching. Yeah. But that's what the fuck needs to happen. But again, we don't trust each other and we're not unified. We don't really love each other like we say we do. Slavery did a number on us, man. Slavery did a number on us, man. We don't have the unity like these motherfuckers got. And it's crazy, though, because you got to admire the fact that they are the only ones that can explain Jewish pain. You can't. And if you talk about the Holocaust as anti-Semitism, you can't speak on them in any way. They will find a way to be offended.
AIPAC ranked 15th in total expenditure by a political action committee, according to data collected by Open Secrets. But take a look at the other funders that AIPAC is competing against for that title. Act Blue and Win Red. They are Democratic and Republican Party machines. Save America is Donald Trump's money-raising operation. The Conservative Club for Growth, Emily's List, focuses on electing Democratic women to office. All of the PACs on this list are massively domestic-focused ideological machines. AIPAC is the only organization in the top 20 whose interests are focused entirely on America's relationship to a foreign government.
Exactly. That's what the big deal is about Israel. They are the bank. That's why. You niggas cannot, you can't get in office unless AIPAC got your back.
Now, let's take a look at who benefits from AIPAC's largesse. Here are the top 20 recipients in Congress, the House and the Senate, of AIPAC money in the 2022 midterm cycle, according to Open Secrets. They're members of both parties. They come from every corner of the country with varying levels of experience in Congress. The Democrat Glenn Ivey of Maryland tops the list. He beat out fellow Democrat Donna Edwards in Maryland's House primary after AIPAC poured millions into pro-Ivey advertisements and mailers. Edwards was running for a second stint in Congress after serving during the Obama administration, where she voted present, not even a no, on a number of pro-Israel resolutions. So the money poured in against her. Not even an endorsement from Nancy Pelosi could save her.
AIPAC's influence, often attributed to its financial contributions and lobbying, raises concerns about the extent and nature of such influence in politics.
It's the most powerful lobby, period. All FBA crypto holders should start an FBA Future Wealth Fund. It would change the game. It's a good idea, man. We got to have something. We got to get started, like, seriously. Yet now people are enlightened. We're unifying under our lineage. Now we got to do something. And we have to have trust and somebody we can trust. You know, who ain't going to sell us out. That's the thing. Got these damn stool pigeons that'll sell us out.
The organization's practice of organizing trips to Israel for US lawmakers. This practice epitomizes the fine line AIPAC walks between informing and influencing policymakers. A growing partisan divide in US politics further complicates AIPAC's role. Republican support remains strong, while an increasing number of Democrats express reservations. Within the American Jewish community, AIPAC's policies face criticism, highlighting diverse opinions on US-Israel relations. AIPAC has evolved, expanding its support base and adapting strategies to navigate the changing political scene. Its efforts, particularly regarding coordination with the Israeli government and indirect political fundraising, spark legal and ethical questions. Undeniably, AIPAC has impacted US foreign policy, notably in decisions like the US Embassy's relocation to Jerusalem and opposition to the Iran nuclear deal.
Yeah, you see, AIPAC is powerful, man. This is why you're going to see all these politicians kissing AIPAC's ass, man. You know what I'm saying? AIPAC is like, you'll see Hakeem Jeffries meeting up with AIPAC. It'd be a whole bunch of Jewish dudes sitting in the audience with with yarmulkes on and suits, and he'll just be kissing ass, talking about how great Israel is, and we love Israel. We're going to do anything to support Israel. That's all they want to hear. They don't give a shit about America.
Why does the U.S. support Israel so staunchly? Shared values? A military outpost in the Middle East? Or an unending apology for Holocaust? Any of them or all of them would be the answer. Yet it is
an unending apology. We're going to be apologizing on behalf of Germany for the rest of our life. Like, dog, this is crazy.
noteworthy that the U.S. politicians, whether today or in the past, whether they be Republican or Democrat, vehemently pledge support to any Israeli action. This support goes much beyond alliance, but becomes the embracement of Israel's sick-minded Zionism.
You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist, and I'm a Zionist.
And we're going to make Israel great again, and we're going to make America great again. We're going to make them both great again, greater than ever before.
As long as I'm a United...
Dude, they are, everybody's a puppet to Israel, bro.
United States Senator, I will do everything in my power to ensure broad and bipartisan support for Israel's security.
Less than a month left for the U.S. elections, the same question keeps minds occupied. Is the U.S. politics strangled by pro-Israeli lobbies?
A lot of this shit is like, who kissed Israel's ass the most and who got the best plan for Israel? That's who's going to win the election. That's how this shit goes now.
Looking at the consequences of their activities, such as unseating certain politicians or ensuring further monetary aid from the government, the answer seems to be yes.
Good morning, AIPAC.
AIPAC, American-Israeli Public Affairs Committee, which is the biggest pro-Israeli group, but ironically ineligible to make any donations, has already officially spent more than $100 million in the electoral races via guiding individuals or registered lobby groups. Existing in the U.S. for almost half-century, AIPAC basically pushes members of Congress, presidents, and other elected officials to pass policies that unconditionally support Israel. Up to today, the staunchest supporters of Israel within U.S. politics have received enormous donations from AIPAC, including the U.S. President Joe Biden, the now bribery-convicted Robert Menendez, Hillary Clinton, John McCain, Ted Cruz, and so on. But AIPAC is not only this. Let's give an
Ted Cruz, we gonna get to him. We gonna get to him. Boy, he gonna look bad today.
ear to American Palestinian journalist and author Ramzi Baroud, who believes AIPAC is more than a simple lobby and has bypassed U.S. policy-making mechanisms entirely.
What is happening between Israel and the United States is not exactly lobbying in that sense. In fact, the largest, supposedly the most powerful lobby groups of them all, AIPAC, is not even registered as a foreign lobby group, as if you are part of the domestic politics of America. And this is, I think, is the greatest achievement of the so-called Israel lobby. Is not, number one, their ability to behave in a way that made Israel a domestic issue in American politics.
Furthermore, Baroud argues that most of American policymakers themselves were acting like a pro-Israel lobbyist.
The neoconservatives, which is the powerful ruling elite that had a great sway of power over American foreign policy during the George Bush administration, they are essentially all pro-Israel lobbyists. Many of them had dual citizenships. Many of them worked for Israeli organizations.
That's the thing. The dual citizenship dudes cannot be trusted, man. You cannot have dual citizenship and talk about America first. Anybody with dual citizenship should not be able to be in the political space. They shouldn't be able to be in Congress. They shouldn't be able to be in nothing. Yes, it's a conflict of interest. Who, like when you cast your votes, who are they voting for? What's the motive? If it doesn't benefit Israel, you know, they're liable to go another direction.
Israeli companies.
They have no real loyalty to America. They're not loyal to this soil.
Played the roles of advisors within the Israeli government, close to Benjamin Netanyahu and others. And they were yet the ones presented to the
And I want to go as far as to say anybody who's an immigrant shouldn't be able to be an elected official in anything. In anything. None of that Elon Umar shit. None of that. You see how we got Elon Umar in Minnesota? They didn't change the whole damn flag. It looks like the Ethiopian flag. Everything she does is for the benefit of Ethiopia? The fuck Ethiopia ever done for us? That bitch need to be kicked out of politics, period. She need to go be a blogger and a receptionist somewhere.
American public through American media, Fox News, CNN, MSN.
Well, go get into Ethiopian politics in Ethiopia. Go make Ethiopia great again. But stop making Ethiopian problems our problems here in America. And you married your damn brother.
BC and all the rest, they presented themselves as, you know, good old Americans.
Obviously, the most striking.
I'm sorry, Somalia. Whatever. Somalia. I said Ethiopia. She look Ethiopian. Somalian. My bad. They Somali in Minnesota. Somalians. Between Somalians, Eritreans, and Ethiopians, they all look the same. Big forehead, big noses.
Example was Secretary of State Antony Blinken, who declared his support for Israel as a Jew.
I come before you not only as the United States Secretary of State.
Oh, ain't she Ethiopian? Hold on. Is she Ethiopian or Somalian? I thought I had it right. Hold on. It's Elon Omar, man. Ilhan Omar. Oh, yeah, she's from Somalia. Okay. I thought she was Ethiopian. This big head bitch. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. We can't have her in Congress, bro. She gotta go. Everything she say and do is for them motherfuckers. Somalia.
But also as a Jew. My grandfather, Maurice Blinken, fled pogroms in Russia.
Another example would be Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, who also has given a speech in an AIPAC meeting. His words for Israel go beyond that of a statesman, but resembles that of a partisan.
We're going to continue to do everything we can to provide them the support that they need.
Unsurprisingly, New York Times questioned the appointment of Lloyd Austin to his current position back in 2020 for the fact that he was serving on the board of RTX, Raytheon Arms Company. The very same company has been providing various arms or military components to Israel.
When we say the word "the lobby" in his book, we're not really referring to a group of people per se, but we are referring to a massive apparatus that is embedded so deep in numerous aspects of American society. They coordinate, they work together, but they don't necessarily all come from a single group of people working for a single agency like AIPAC or any other.
Still, AIPAC's current concern is the upcoming elections. AIPAC proudly says all the Democrats and 193 Republicans that it has endorsed have won their primary races.
So like I said, you're not going to win the primaries unless you got these motherfuckers behind you. You have got to kiss their ass. And they have demands. See, we got all these demands, but we ain't putting that paper up. The Jews putting that paper up. They're big wigs. Now we got millionaires, billionaires in the black community. They're not putting the paper up for the black interest. FBA needs a PAC. And not the Congressional Black Caucus. Nah, we don't need them. Some motherfuckers that's down to get shit done. Don't want to be bullshitted with symbolism and stupid shit.
Things seem to be more undemocratic than they look. Republican Congressman Thomas Massie, who has been the only Republican speaking against Israel's human rights violations, reveals how the system works.
Everybody but me has an AIPAC person.
What does that mean, an AIPAC person?
It's like your babysitter, your AIPAC babysitter, who is always talking to you for AIPAC. They're probably a constituent in your district, but they are, firmly embedded in AIPAC.
You see how they work? They assigned a representative of AIPAC to get on these motherfuckers' ass. You get assigned a motherfucker and you stay on them for the interest of FBA motherfucker. That's how we gotta be, man. The blueprint is here.
And
every member has something like this?
I may be the only Republican in Congress who hasn't done homework for AIPAC.
Only saying that killing thousands of people in Gaza were concerning him triggered AIPAC to spend nearly $500,000 against him, and White House to label him as anti.
Not only do they spend money for their people, they spend money to go against the motherfucker. This is what power is. See, we got moving speeches and we walk and, we got signs and t-shirts. That ain't gonna get shit done. The blueprint is here. Tell Tariq that this is the blueprint that FBA needs to have. This is what the blueprint needs to be for FBA.
Semitic.
This election cycle, they spent $400,000 against me. $90,000 last fall running TV ads in my district, and
they running ads against niggas.
Facebook ads and whatnot. Now they're banned from my office. The situation went from bad to worse.
Massie was successful enough to survive AIPAC, but Jamal Bowman and Cori Bush were not.
Collective punishment of 2.3 million people is a war crime.
AIPAC has already started to spend against me in this race upwards of $20 million. Our democracy is not for sale. I need your help.
AIPAC has already said they're going to spend over $20 million to try to buy this seat from the people in the district, simply because we support a permanent ceasefire in Gaza.
Wesley Bell won against.
You see how they rocking? This is power. You speak against them, they pay for ads to go against you.
Bush.
Our relationship with Israel is not a one-way street, it's a two-way street. It is very much in our national security interest to stand with our Israeli partners.
George Latimer, who referred to Israeli borders as our borders, defeated Bowman.
That now we're going to have to take action because this threat is on our border. It's man.
See that kiss ass nigga, he's bought and paid for, man. Nigga probably never been to Israel a day in his life.
Manifested itself in a vicious implementation of the threat.
I like this comment, man. Shout out Jermaine. He say, "Dear hood niggas, these are the real gangsters." This is a some real mafia right here, man. Real mafia.
Looking at what's happening to anti-Israel politicians, we can ask the question of whether the party of the next president would make any difference.
Is there a difference between Harris and Trump? I don't think so, because I think ultimately the foreign policy of America will continue to be determined by the same individuals, organizations, deep state, if you will, that has been managing American foreign policy for all these years. And just a very quick example to prove that this has to be the case, the United States Congress voted in favor of moving the American...
I'm going to tell you too, man. If it wasn't for the war in Gaza and this Iran shit, a lot of people wouldn't be looking into AIPAC and all of this shit that's going on. We wouldn't even be going down this rabbit hole. We would have been distracted by other things. The fact that what's going on in Gaza and the fact that we're living in a technology age where we can see news that hasn't always been readily accessible. You know what I'm saying? Like we would catch a documentary 10 years later. Like, no, we can find out what's going on in real time over there. And we don't have to wait on CNN or NBC, MSNBC to tell us. They can't control the narrative now. And now people are digging in and saying like, man, because there's a lot of people, the party right now is divided. You got your pro-Israel conservatives and then you got your fuck Israel conservatives. And people, especially the younger generation, are starting to see the evils that are going on in Israel that go unchecked, all because they are perceived to be the good guys and not the aggressors that they truly are. They are aggressive victims. You know, they are aggressive in silence, behind the scenes aggressive, but they're openly victims. That's why you can't speak on them. You can't criticize. You can't say anything against the actions of them. We just talk about their actions. This is the only group of people who can't be criticized because they run shit. They run everything.
Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. And every 6 months, and the executive branch, meaning the White House, would sign a document deferring that move 6 months at a time. All American presidents kind of did the same thing, Democrats or Republicans. What Trump has done, he decided, I will not defer it for another 6 months. This has been the habit for years and years and years. Trump has only speeded up that process. Now that Biden is a president, I mean, he had the chance to reverse many of the steps that Trump have made. To the contrary, not only he actually remained committed to what Trump has decided to do, he also doubled up on the whole normalization efforts. So, will Harris change that? I don't think so.
As a matter of fact, Kamala Harris has also received donation from AIPAC amounting to more than $6 million. What about Donald Trump? Even worse, as he...
She had $1 billion campaign and still lost. That bitch is terrible. With a Jewish husband.
Is endorsed by Miriam Adelson, who broke up with AIPAC for it has not opposed giving humanitarian aid to Palestinian Authority. So if all the politicians except a few were under Israeli lobby's influence, why are they still spending millions? The answer implies a gradual change within the U.S. public opinion. Polls indicate that up to 55% of U.S. population is disapproving Israeli military attacks on Gaza.
This was unheard of before. And I'm going to tell you what did this, social media. That's why they want to control TikTok as much as they do. You know what I'm saying? Remember when they were banning anybody who was pro-Gaza on TikTok? They want to control the narrative. This has never been, it's always been Jews and Israel are the good guys. Now they're getting exposed and they're trying to clean up the mess and control it.
Only 18% of those who vote for Democrats approve Israel. This makes clear.
This is crazy. Like, you can burn the American flag, but if you do anything that's pro-Gaza or against the flag of Israel, they're deporting your ass, or they're jailing your ass for this shit. They were trying to write legislation so that you can't say anything bad about these motherfuckers. That's crazy.
Why AIPAC spends most of its money on Democrats.
There has been a shift in the United States, a shift that is unprecedented in the history of America's relationship to the Middle East.
And that's the thing too. With them, it's not about Democratic or Republican. It's about their agenda. Who's going to do what they say they need done? They don't give a shit about who's in there. It's about who the fuck is going to do what they told them to do. So they can go Democrat or they can go Republican. Who's going to do the most for Israel?
East in general and Palestine in particular. And the shift.
We can starve over here. We can have homelessness and shit over here. We can have our cities in disarray, but we have to have peace over there. And we have to have everything in order for that Jewish state.
Is a grassroots shift. The shift is not happening at the top. The top is not disagreeing on anything. In the empowering and the emboldening of specific progressive voices within certain areas where the support for Palestine is stronger, that would allow these individuals not only to be elected as to the local senates or the state senates or that sort of thing, but actually to the federal government's Congress as well. You know, this is a very, very important change, and it has been quite alarming for AIPAC.
With a stranglehold on U.S. politics, AIPAC has been putting its efforts to stop this bottom-up transformation. Nevertheless, the U.S. taxpayers' money and votes are largely controlled by someone else.
It's someone else runs the show. That someone else is not necessarily the president or even the party that rules over America.
Say, shout out to Blue Baggins. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. Motherfucking doorbell ringing. Motherfucking doorbell ringing. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, man.
Disrespectful music. Disrespect, fun music. Midi West, she wanna be my private dancer. Stripper anthem, baby. My private deep throater. Let's go.
Can I put my balls in your jaws? Your jaws. Balls in your jaws. Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I put my balls in your jaws? Your jaws. Balls in your jaws. Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Girl, you got a long tongue. You can't go wrong. When you see me, you say I turn you on. Always say, if I get a chance, I'm gonna satisfy your needs. I don't got no problem getting on my knees. I don't got no problem, I'm your freak. I don't got no problem getting on my knees. I don't got no problem, I'm your freak. Hit me up all day. Talking about how she gonna swipe me. She said she just loves swallowing my baby. She started doing me inside my Mercedes. She love going up and down. She keep making that sound. Licking it, swallow it, goggle it. Can I put my balls in your jaws? Your jaws. Balls in your jaws. Your jaws. Can I? Can I? Can I? You're not gonna make me come too soon. Cause I'm gonna make you take.
Bad, y'all. Ah, bad, y'all. Y'all hear the doorbell go ding, ding, ding. What did Blue Bag say? It's not just progressives, the MAGA crowd, dudes saying fuck that shit. Yeah. I say the MAGA party is divided because of this relationship with Israel, man. Israel is keeping a lot of bullshit going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all say that I ordered some bloody curry. No, that was Amazon. I don't let them just leave package. I tell them off a ring the goddamn doorbell. Chicago, goddamn it, nigga ain't gonna steal my shit. Nigga ain't gonna just steal my shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and I don't know if you've been noticing, like on the news, they're saying that, oh, and then you got like Jasmine Crockett, oh, that Trump didn't speak with Congress before the attacks and all that shit. That's cap. That's cap. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, he didn't have to get he really didn't have to get approval for them to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But on Truth Social, Carolyn Levitt was saying that that's fake news because you seen Jasmine Crockett come out here and say he could have hollered at us. Bitch, ain't nobody hollering at your stupid ass. You incompetent motherfucker. This real shit, this grown man shit going on. Say the White House made a bipartisan courtesy call to congressional leadership and spoke with Chuck Schumer, a Jew. Trump let them know that they about to strike. And Chuck Schumer is the minority leader. So he could have told the rest of the Democratic ass, you know what I'm saying, what the fuck was going on. You know what I'm saying? And he spoke with Hakeem Jeffries. No, he left a message for Hakeem Jeffries afterwards or whatever like that. So the niggas was briefed, you know what I'm saying, on what was going on. They trying to say, oh, Trump left us all out the loop and all this old bullshit. 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 You know what I'm saying? And this is the crazy thing, the hypocrisy of this is Barack Obama did plenty of strikes on countries and never consulted with any of these people. He just did what the fuck needed to be done at the time.
I authorized 2 operations in Iraq. Targeted airstrikes to protect our American personnel. Last night, on my orders, America's armed forces began strikes against ISIL targets in...
The Democrats today, Trump can't just order military strikes on his own. Barack Obama was been doing this, ordering strikes, but it's cool when he do it.
Strikes to protect our American personnel. Last night, on my orders, America's armed forces...
On his orders.
Began strikes against ISIL.
That's what being the commander-in-chief is about.
Targets in Syria. Today, at my direction, the United States launched a targeted operation against that compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan.
He made the choice to go get bin Laden. He didn't have to consult with anybody.
Today, I authorized the armed forces of the United States to begin a limited military action in Libya. Because a nuclear Iran is a threat to our national security. They can take the diplomatic route, or they will have to face a United States president, me, who said we're not going to take any options off the table.
So he said the same thing Trump said. He basically said, let's do a deal or you're going to get killed. Fried chicken Christians easily forget this. Fried chicken Christians easily forget this. But you got to understand, this is the rules. You cannot criticize Israel, even if they're flat out wrong. Like freedom of speech, is out the window when it comes to Israel.
And everyone else, you start slightly criticizing Israel. We got a jail in Louisiana and then one in El Salvador that Israel can send you to via.
They are jailing people for Israel criticism.
The U.S. government.
You're alluding to Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, I don't like any of these anti-Semites, and I'm not shocked.
You see how they hide behind that word? You see how they hide behind that word? They're talking about putting motherfuckers in jail.
Via the U.S. government.
You're alluding to Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, I don't like any of these anti-Semites, and I'm not shy about it. There's no reason to think we're ever going to convince them, but we can put them in jail. We can make their lives miserable. We can cut off their funding.
This guy thinks that simply criticizing how Israel is prosecuting the war is already anti-Semitic. And he wants to throw you in prison for it.
Yeah.
In prison for it.
And by the way, that was an answer to a question about Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. So we're not talking about student visas anymore.
Oh my God.
Now we're talking about core American podcasters, people in media on the right and the left.
That's what power is. Don't you even say nothing. Now there's some real Christian groups out here who have the same sentiments like, hey man, y'all are doing too much for these people. Where's your loyalty lie, man? Ted Cruz is bought and paid for by Israel. And he tried to pull this shit in the big years ago with the Christian community. And they wasn't having it. They booed his ass off the stage. Because a lot of people don't see the point in support. A lot of people don't see the point in supporting Israel. I still haven't heard anything that's that convincing that I say, okay, we need to have Israel as an ally. The stuff that they like when you watch these different debates and you see a pro-Israel person and a person that's, in opposition to it. The reasons that they give are so vague. Oh, they're a good ally. Oh, they're our strongest ally. What are they, just cheerleaders? Oh, we get intelligence. So, like we got our people out there. We got embassies. We got military bases in a lot of these places. And for the most part, if you're saying that they're giving us intelligence, shit, they sent us off the first time when they said weapons of mass destruction. So where's all this big high level of intelligence? We're just doing their bidding. That's all. That's all we're doing is the bidding of Israel.
Christians have no greater ally than the Jewish state.
You think, if that's the case, why do they treat Christians so horribly in Israel? You can literally type in Christians getting spit on in Israel. Even the kids are spitting on them. You got kids spitting on grown women, grown men, throwing shit at them. What are you talking about?
Christians have no greater ally than the Jewish state.
Ooh, shout out to Rebel, man. Great point. If they can't defend themselves, how are they going to defend us? What do we need them for? They are so useless.
Christians have no greater ally than the Jewish state. Let me say this.
He shot himself in the
Those who hate Israel hate America. And
what? What? This is how they try to guilt you into loving Israel.
Those who hate Jews hate Christians. And if this room will not recognize that, then my heart weeps that the men and women here will not stand in solidarity with Jews and Christians alike who are persecuted by radicals who seek to murder them. If you hate the Jewish people, you are not reflecting the teachings of Christ.
How do they feel about Christ? How do they feel about Jesus? See, it's all one-sided.
And the very same people who persecute and murder Christians right now, who crucify Christians, who behead children, are the very same people who target and murder Jews for their faith for the same reason. I will say this. I am saddened.
He is not getting the response he thought he was going to get. This ain't AIPAC. He's going to speak to a Christian organization right now. He's speaking to a Christian organization right now on behalf of Israel. As a Latino Texan.
Please respect for dialogue. Respect, please. Okay. We're in America.
I will say this, I am saddened to see that some here, not everyone, but some here, are so consumed with hate that you cannot address your brother. I will say this. If you will not stand with Israel and the Jews, then I will not stand with you. Thank you, and God bless you.
That's a bold statement to tell the American people. If you don't stand with Israel and the Jews, he won't stand with you. That's wild. So we got to get into this interview he did with Tucker Carlson. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm taking a couple of the best clips of it. You know, we can go through it. But if you get time, I really want y'all to go watch it, man. It's over 2 hours long, about 2 hours long. You know what I'm saying? You really get to see the mindset of how a real bought and paid for AIPAC politician thinks. You know what I'm saying? And you really get to see what's going on. And a lot of this shit's getting exposed now, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit, was talked about as whispers and shit like that. But, now that we got all of these podcasts and all these damn outlets, it's hard for these people to hide this shit. Let's get into it.
It's just interesting because what you're now
Now you're going to try to make everybody an anti-Semite. You heard what he said. If he don't stand with the Jews, he don't stand with you.
Do you think that it's just interesting because what you're now describing in a very defensive way, I will say, is foreign influence over our politics.
No.
And you began, and it's so transparently obvious to everybody. I don't know why you would be embarrassed of it. You've said that you are sincerely for Israel. I believe you. I don't think you have some weird agenda. You seem to be sincere.
By the way, Tucker, it's a very weird thing. The obsession with Israel. When we're talking about foreign countries,
it's hardly an obsession.
You're not talking about Chinese. You're not talking about Japanese.
No. All our politicians have this obsession with Israel. Israel is like the bad bitch that's playing you, don't really like you, but you tricking on her. And you still ain't got the pussy. got a hand job from them motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? We still tricking on Israel. Still ain't even got the first base yet. Knowing damn well this bitch don't like us, but she know we got money. Just leading us on and shit. That's Israel. We ain't even sucked a titty. We ain't even sucked Israel titty yet.
I'm talking about the Brits. You're not talking about the French. The question, what about the Jews?
Senator,
What about the Jews?
Oh, I'm an anti-Semite now. Senator,
you're asking the questions, Tucker. You're asking, why are the Jews controlling our foreign policy?
Senator,
that's what you just asked.
Hardly saying that. And I have
That is exactly what you just said.
Well, actually, I can speak for myself and tell you what I am saying.
Good.
On behalf not simply of myself, but on my many Jewish friends who would have the same questions, which is to what extent, it's interesting you're trying to derail my questions by calling me an anti-Semite, which you are.
I did not.
Of course you are. And rather than be honorable enough to say it right to me.
See, they always gonna call you anti-Semite if you don't agree with Israel. Like, why do we always have to agree with these people? Like, they are always right. They do a lot of wrong.
You're trying to derail my questions by calling me an anti-Semite, which you are.
I did not.
Of course you are. And rather than be honorable enough to say it right to my face, you are in a sleazy feline way implying it, or just asking questions about the Jews. I'm not asking questions about the Jews. There's nothing to do with Jews or Judaism. It has to do with the foreign government.
Isn't Israel controlling our foreign policy? That's not about the Jews.
You said, I'm asking you.
And by the way, you're the one that just called me, I think, a sleazy feline. So let's be clear.
It's sleazy to imply that I'm an anti-Semite, which you just did.
No, I just said, why is that the only question you're asking? You answer it. Give me another reason. If you're not an anti-Semite.
I'm telling you, you have got to watch this whole thing in its entirety. Tucker Carlson, now that he got his own situation, and he's not being controlled by corporate and all that shit. He's able to cook because his show comes on X. It comes on X on Twitter. He's got a deal straight with Twitter. So it's like enter his show at your own risk, politicians. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not gonna hold back or give you softball ass questions. He's going straight for the jugular.
Israel controlling our foreign policy. That's not about the Jews.
You said, I'm asking you.
And by the way, you're the one that just called me, I think, a sleazy feline. So let's be clear.
It's sleazy to imply that I'm an anti-Semite, which you just did.
No, I just said, why is that the only question you're asking? You answer it. Give me another reason. If you're not an anti-Semite, give me another reason why the obsession is Israel.
I am in no sense obsessed with Israel. We are on the brink of war with Iran. And so these are valid questions.
But you're not asking about Iran or the
If I can finish, you asked me why I'm obsessed with Israel.
Yep.
3 minutes after telling me that when you first ran for Congress, you elucidated one of your main goals, which is to defend Israel.
Yes.
And
you see, I just showed you when he first ran. It was all about Israel. It wasn't about America.
I'm the one who's obsessed with Israel. I don't see a lawmaker's job as defending the interests of a foreign government, period. Okay. Any government, including the ones that my ancestors come from. So that's my position. That does not make me an anti-Semite. And shame on you for suggesting otherwise. And I mean that. And that's low, and you know it's low. So why don't you just answer my questions
I'll answer
in a straightforward, rational way? You certainly have the IQ to do it.
So shame on you is cute, by the way, Tucker.
It is. It's not cute. I'm offended.
Listen, man, he was getting his ass cooked, man. Heartthrob forever with the 5 on the Cash App. Much love. I appreciate that.
I'm obsessed with the Jews. You just told me
you just called me a sleazy feline.
It is sleazy to imply that I'm an anti-Semite for asking questions about how my government is run.
You want to count how many questions you asked about? What about the Jews? What about Israel? What about AIPAC?
I never asked about the Jews. This has nothing to do with the Jews, whatever that means. This has to do with a foreign government. And once again, shame on you for conflating the two. Or do you?
Damn. He get more offended for them than America. God damn, I want to go over there. I want to go to Israel just to see what the fuck is the big deal. What's so great about this place? You motherfuckers is kissing their ass. You know, then he wanted to try to conflate the Bible with it, why he supports it. Man, it's so much shit in that interview, man. You got to watch it, man.
The reason is twofold. Number one, as a Christian.
As a Christian, the people who hate you.
Okay. And the reason is twofold. Number one, as a Christian, growing up in Sunday school, I was taught from the Bible, those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel will be cursed. And from my perspective, I want to be on the blessing side of things.
Of those who bless the government of Israel?
Those who bless Israel is what it says.
This is a relatively new government, a new land renamed, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga can't be trusted. Even though I do like when he used to cook people, you know what I'm saying, in them congressional hearings. You know, it's entertaining. But when you actually do the knowledge on him, and then you get to see who he really is, he's an Israel first person. And second of all, this motherfucker's from Canada. He represents Texas, but he's really from Canada.
Say the government of it says the nation of Israel. So that's in the Bible. As a Christian, I believe that.
Where is that?
I can find it to you. I don't have the scripture off the tip of my. You pull out the phone and use the.
It's in Genesis, but so you're.
He's like, it's in Genesis, you dumbass. Let's go.
Quoting a Bible phrase, you don't have context for it, and you don't know where in the Bible it is, but that's like your theology. I'm confused. What does that even mean?
Yes, Israel. Those who bless Israel, the people, aka Israelites, and Israelites ain't them Jewish fucks they have over there. We know that, brother. Shout out to my Hebrew brothers. Read!
I'm a Christian. I want to know what you're talking about.
Okay. Where does my support for Israel come from? Number one, because biblically we're commanded to support Israel. But number two,
hold on.
I'm not holding on.
Hold on. You're a senator, and now you're throwing out theology, and I am a Christian, and I am allowed to weigh in on this. We are commanded as Christians to support the government of Israel?
We are commanded to support Israel. And what
does that mean, Israel?
We're told those who bless Israel.
This is how they try to sucker you into having an undying love for Israel.
Will be blessed.
But what? Hold on. Define Israel. This is important. Are you kidding? This is a majority Christian country.
Define Israel. Do you not know what Israel is? That would be the country you've asked like 49 questions about.
So that's what Genesis. That's what God is talking about.
The nation of Israel. Yes.
And so is that the current borders, the current leadership? He's talking about the political entity called Israel.
He's talking about the nation of Israel. Yeah, nations exist, and he's discussing a nation. A nation was the people of Israel.
Is the nation
They're the
God's
descendants of
referring
Abraham.
to in Genesis? Is that the same as the country run by Benjamin Netanyahu right now?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Yes,
it is. Okay.
And by the way,
and this is so crazy. The Jewish community doesn't believe in the Bible, but they can conveniently use the Bible to make you love them. That's the only time they reference the Bible. Oh, you were commanded to love us. But over there, they'll spit on it.
it's not run by Benjamin Netanyahu as a dictator. It's a democratic country that elected.
He's the prime minister,
right?
What?
But just like, you know, America is the country run by Donald Trump. No, actually, the American people elected Donald Trump. The same principle
This is
there.
silly. I'm talking about the political entity of modern Israel.
Yes, and that is
You believe
Israel.
that's what God was talking about
Yes.
in Genesis.
I do, but
that country's existed since when?
For thousands of years. Now, there was a time when it didn't exist, and then it was recreated just over 70 years.
Recreated. Y'all made this shit up.
I'm saying, I think most people understand that line in Genesis to refer to the Jewish people, God's chosen people.
That's not what it says.
Okay, Israel, but you don't even know where in the Bible it is. So I don't know if we can...
I don't remember the scriptural citation. But, okay, I keep...
It's like Genesis 16 or something like that. But yes, it's in the earlier part of the book. But the point is...
All right, Tucker, you keep interrupting me before I finish my sentence.
It's just important to know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're... So you're saying as a Christian, if I believe in Jesus, I have to support the modern state of Israel?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm explaining for me what my motivation is.
But okay, so I'm just trying to understand. You said God tells you to support the modern state of Israel in the Bible, in some place in the Bible.
He just sticking his foot in his mouth. Like, this has been trending on Twitter for a while. Tucker Carlson made this man look like a complete idiot.
Bible that you heard about, but you don't know where it is. That's your theology?
You're going back, am I a sleazy feline again? I mean,
if you accuse me of anti-Semitism again, I will say that, but I don't think you will.
You gotta watch this whole interview, man. Ted Cruz just really, it did it to itself, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is about Israel and Iran. That's the priority. And we don't get anything out of this. You know, about regime change, and we don't. Them people wouldn't bother us if we didn't get in there fucking with Israel. Fucking with Israel got us in this bullshit.
Successful regime change that the United States supported that you're aware of in the last 100 years?
Sure. Defeating the Soviet Union and the Soviet Union collapsing, winning the Cold War. That was the most consequential step for U.S. national security interests of our lifetimes.
Okay.
And
so you would classify that as a regime change that we affected?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Look, you and I are in my office. We're sitting next to a painting of Reagan in front of the Brandenburg Gate. And up top are the words, "Tear down this wall," in German, in the style of the graffiti.
Right.
And I think those are the most important words any leader has said in modern times. And if you look at how Reagan waged the Cold War, and Reagan is very much my model for how to, I actually think how Reagan took on the Soviet Union is exactly how we should take on China. Now,
we don't want it with China, man. We got to chill. We don't want it with China, man.
Starting from the point, look, Reagan was not an interventionist. In 8 years, the biggest country Reagan ever invaded was Grenada. He was very reluctant to use U.S. military force.
He didn't respond after the 83 barracks bombings.
You're right. Yeah, he made the judgment that the risk exceeded the benefits. And that's a very...
Shit, it's just like Israel. The risk of fucking with Iran has no benefits to us. Like I say, we could have resolved all this by leaving Israel to their own fucking vices, man. Y'all figure that shit out. Call somebody else. We busy. We trying to fix LA. We trying to stop these dumbass marches and protests.
Rational decision to make. And it's reflected. Trump has made those same decisions where he is willing to use military force, but he very much asks, okay, is this good or bad for America? Does this endanger U.S. servicemen and women or not? And one of the points about the Cold War, look, nobody in their right mind wanted a shooting war between America and the Soviet Union, the two biggest nuclear powers on Earth.
Yeah, we don't want it with the fucking Russians.
Firing bullets at each other is really unhealthy for human beings. Same thing is true with China. Nobody with any sense says, hey, let's go to war with China. That's really dumb, and a whole lot of people could die.
A whole lot. Yeah. Iran I got to watch the news as soon as we get done. Iran just dropped missiles on our bases in Qatar. Shout out to Ramiro with the 2. Shit is getting real, man. And it's all Israel's fault, getting us involved with this bullshit. And it's the relationship. You have to blame the relationship that we have to maintain with this fucking country. We need to let them go.
But the Cold War showed we've got lots of tools short of sending the Marines to fight against a regime.
Hey, man. Shit is getting real, man. Shout out to Blue Baggers, man. Chicago in the building. Say, Tucker low-key called on pussy. Y'all get a chance, man. Go watch that interview in its entirety, man. Tucker Carlson versus Ted Cruz. You know what I'm saying? The shit is real right now, man. Listen, I appreciate all y'all coming through. I will see y'all in a few. Keep your motherfucking eyes peeled and your notifications on. We cooking all day today. Blessings to the church. About to go watch the news and see what's going on. Keep your eyes peeled. Hate is real. It's the minister. I'm out. Church, check in. It's your boy, Minister Jap. Listen, I know y'all been looking for me, but at the bottom of this video, in the description section, you'll see where it says follow me. You can follow me on all social media platforms. You know, make sure you click the links in the description so you can get in touch with me and get in tune with everything I post at all times. You never know, the haters might try to take us down. Also, make sure you follow my backup channel, Minister Jap Church Media. Follow the channel now. We are not going nowhere. We're here to stay. Make sure y'all paying attention. Church on the move. Peace.
Minister Jap, I'm talking to you, nigga. Yeah, I got a kid. I got 2 daughters and a son. Yeah, man. Black women are bad mothers.
And that's why you having a baby by the motherfuckers you had a baby with is your fault. That's why you being a single mother is your fucking fault. That's why being a baby daddy ass nigga is your fault.
Live from the church.
Church, check in.
It's Minister Jap.
Black women, they're some of the most worst bitches on with money, but yet they're still taking trips and they look fly doing. They are the flyest broken bitches you're gonna ever deal with.
On Minister Jap TV.
Church, check in, man. Church, check in.